Beyoncé, the unrivaled music icon, has suddenly become the focus of Katt Williams' attention. Williams is well known for his aggressive approach to the entertainment world. Considering the enormous number of fans that Beyoncé has and the unshakable dedication that she has shown, this courageous move demonstrates that Katt is willing to express his ideas on the inner workings of the entertainment industry without holding back. Hi there, and welcome to Rumor Spill. Katt goes into the nuances of the music industry in an interview that is both engaging and thought-provoking. She suggests that the rise to stardom of certain musicians, such as Beyoncé, may not be as clear or merit-based as it appears to be. His explanation is, "I'm trying to initiate a conversation that's not happening," and he expresses his remorse that it is the responsibility of a comic to bring up such subjects. Despite the fact that Katt does not specifically name Beyoncé in his criticism, he does make a passing reference to the fact that certain people have been coerced into the spotlight, which has sparked discussions over the legitimacy of their ascent to prominence. He expresses his regret by saying, "I wish this conversation were led by a politician or a religious leader," which raises issues about the possibility of industry machinations in Beyoncé's success. The continuing debate concerning the influence of celebrities and the inner workings of the music industry is illuminated by his candid conversations, which shed new light on the topic. An outstanding resume, huge riches, and a devoted fan base are all things that Beyoncé possesses. She is a symbol of success in the music industry that is unmatched by anyone else. The fact that she went from being a beginning solo musician to becoming a worldwide legend is frequently cited as evidence of her unbridled skill and unflinching determination. Williams, however, challenges this narrative by expanding his research to include titans such as Beyoncé. He suggests that behind the surface lies a landscape that is molded by devious maneuvers and intrigues that take place behind the scenes. As Williams peels back the layers of what many people assume to be fortuitous career milestones, he promotes a more discernible awareness of the complexities of the entertainment industry and the realities that influence the growth of a superstar. Especially in light of the frenzy of scandals involving celebrities, his findings call for a more in-depth investigation into the complex relationship that exists between talent, opportunity, and the coordinated support of the industry. Beyoncé, a renowned person in the music industry who is known for her frank remarks, is the subject of Katt Williams' investigation. By comparing the music industry to a strategic chessboard with perfectly planned maneuvers to promote certain people while sidelining others, he claims that there may have been more to her ascent to popularity than is generally acknowledged. He compares the music industry to a chessboard. His illustrative example is the infamous incident that occurred during the Super Bowl involving Janet Jackson. While Jackson was subjected to criticism and had setbacks in her career, her opponent, Justin Timberlake, experienced an increase in popularity. The existence of this gap lends credence to Williams' thesis that success in the entertainment industry is not just dependent on ability but also on strategic activities that are planned to attain particular goals. Williams acknowledges the significant effects and accomplishments that Beyoncé has had, but she also makes a passing reference to the continuing controversy that surrounds her. There is a debate that arises from analogies between Beyoncé's Crazy in Love and Amory's One Thing, which are frequently found on the internet. Many conversations about artistic influence and originality have been sparked as a result of this. Amory, a Korean-American artist who rose to prominence in the early 2000s due to her distinctive aesthetic and inventive approach to the go-go genre, had a plateau in her career despite receiving the praise she received in the beginning. Her decline in the music industry may be linked to the success of musicians who mimicked her approach, such as Beyoncé, according to rumors that have been circulating. The words made by Williams encourage listeners to explore deeper than the glitzy facade of celebrity beauty and to contemplate the complexity of the music industry. According to his point of view, the idea that there is a straightforward path to success and recognition is called into question as the discourse continues. He calls for a critical investigation of the narratives and controversies that shape the lives of well-known people.
It is possible that Beyoncé's rise to fame accidentally eclipsed Amory's career, according to the findings of a more in-depth examination of the stories of Beyoncé and Amory conducted by online connoisseurs. During the time that Beyoncé's star was rising, Ameri's star was falling, which fueled rumors that Beyoncé's influence may have been a contributing factor in the suppression of Ameri's particular sound. These accusations were soon disregarded by Beyoncé's devoted followers, who are known as the Bayhive. They responded to allegations of artistic appropriation by presenting release dates. The narrative is made more complicated by the fact that Rich Harrison, the producer, was the one who initially discovered a connection between Beyoncé and Ameri. Supporters are left to navigate the intricate combination of skill, timing, and industry considerations that determine the fate of an artist, despite the fact that disputes continue to play out. The subtle dynamics that are at play in the music industry are brought to light by Harrison's partnerships with all of these musicians, as well as his crucial role in developing their respective sounds. With Chloe Bailey's voyage, her relationship with Beyoncé, and her experiences, the story takes a turn that is even more compelling than it already was. The email from Parkwood, Beyoncé's organization, showing interest in spreading their content on all of her social media platforms, was the source of Chloe's revelation. "It seems she has been watching all of our videos," Chloe says, referring to the email.
The first time that Chloe and her sister Halle came to the attention of the public was when they performed spellbinding renditions of songs, which drew the attention of Beyoncé. One of their renditions was of her popular song Best Thing I Never Had. Despite the fact that Beyoncé provided instruction, the subsequent mentorship and signing of the duo to Parkwood Entertainment shed light on the intricate relationships and power dynamics that are impacting the landscape of the industry. The careers of Chloe and Halle, on the other hand, did not take off as quickly as was hoped. On March 31, 2023, Chloe Bailey's debut solo album was published under the direction of Beyoncé. It was anticipated that the album would be a smash hit, reaching the top of the charts. However, the album did not measure up to the expectations that were placed on it, since it barely sold 10,000 copies in its first week of release. As a result, conversations have arisen on the significance of Beyoncé's mentoring and the question of whether or not her presence ensures success or whether or not the complexities of the industry create unforeseen challenges even for those who are following her guidance. DJ Envy voiced his disapproval of Beyoncé, noting that the album's awareness might have been considerably increased if she had maintained her immense popularity and 319 million followers on Instagram. Despite this, Beyoncé's social media accounts have stayed noticeably silent over the release of the album, which has led some people to suspect that she purposefully abstained from promoting the record in order to avoid putting her own career in the spotlight. There were also rumors that arose about the reasons behind Beyoncé's mentorship. It was during an interview on The Breakfast Club that Chloe Bailey defended Beyoncé and expressed her thanks for her mentor's persistent support, despite the album's dismal sales. Some people have stated that Beyoncé's mentoring of Bailey was not entirely motivated by altruism but rather a deliberate move to keep a close check on a possible competitor. One of these people is Bailey. Beyoncé has made it her aim throughout her career to disprove any reports of conflict in the realm of celebrity disputes. She has done an excellent job of doing so. Azealia Banks, on the other hand, decided not to attend Beyoncé's Renaissance tour because she referred to it as Jay-Z and Blue Ivy's cabaret and believed that it was unnecessary in comparison to the content that was already available on social media. All that this criticism of the tour did was add fuel to the fire of controversy that was already there within the business. Banks went on to accuse Beyoncé of seeking to avoid conflict while simultaneously disparaging other black female performers. This accusation was made in addition to the criticism of the performance. Performers such as Adele have brought to light what they see to be Beyoncé's hypocritical behavior in collaborating with musicians from a variety of genres while ostensibly neglecting the black women who were responsible for producing her music in the background. Beyoncé was accused of limiting black artistic talents and stealing her musical contributions at the same time that Banks called for her to strive for more forceful performances. Banks' criticism became more intense as a result of her call. There are persistent problems in the industry, which are highlighted by the ongoing disagreement between Banks and Beyoncé. For example, It was found that Beyonce has a deep love for the achievements of black musicians in the dance music scene, according to insider insights into her creative process. However, Banks was enraged by this acknowledgement, and she resorted to social media in order to voice her displeasure with the situation. In the course of Pride Month, Banks voiced her disapproval of what she considered to be a false attempt on Beyonce's part to interact with members of the LGBTQ+ community. In light of the public altercation that took place between Banks and Beyonce, it became abundantly evident that working together would be an incredibly challenging endeavor, which further complicated the present situation. The concerns that Banks was experiencing were further expressed on Instagram stories, where she went into greater detail about her complaints than she did in a single post. There was also a disagreement between Beyonce and Cleo, who disclosed that a sample from her song Energy would be included on Beyonce's upcoming album Renaissance without Cleo's knowledge or approval. The step taken by Beyonce aroused debate and brought to light the intricately intertwined links that exist in the music industry between artist consent and sampling. The situations that Banks and Cleo find themselves in shed light on bigger conversations about respect, acknowledgement, and the ethical problems that arise when the work of artists collides with the work of important personalities in the industry, such as Beyonce. It has been said by Banks that Beyonce is responsible for damaging the careers of upcoming artists who are signed to her own record label and for taking credit for the efforts of other individuals. Beyonce's career has always been surrounded by controversy, and Katt Williams's open words have brought some significant concerns to light. It is apparent that this has been the case throughout her whole career. Katt makes the suggestion that the pattern of singers losing their jobs or their work after meeting Beyonce hints at something more systematic. This is something that we are waiting to see unfold as we wait for this drama to unfold. Beyonce's kingdom has been shaken to its very foundations as a result of this turmoil, which has garnered the attention of both fans and pundits alike. In the meantime, get ready to enjoy what appears to be an intriguing new chapter in the chronicle of disputes that have occurred within the music industry. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.